There we go. I'm ready now. Hey, everybody. Good to see you today. Harry Newhand here with the Distributors Academy. And excited to be here today. So today's Wednesday, day three. And real quick, a recap. Um, Monday, we went over distinguishing between busy work and productive work. Again, let's plug this in here. There we go. Now, hopefully, you can hear me. So Monday we talked about distinguishing between busy work and productive work, um, and having the disciplines to stay productive. Don't fake yourself out. That was on Monday. Daily method of operation we talked about. On Tuesday, yesterday, we talked about understanding the distractions and the disciplines to know how to identify them. They're all around us. And if you stay focused on your mission, on your goal, on your crusade, whatever it is your reason to doing your business is, it will help you to avoid those distractions. So you can see both of those videos right here in the group, day one and day two. They're right here. I pin posted them, so they're up and running. And then today we're going to talk about, again, each one of these, we're doing this every single day this week. Today's Wednesday, obviously day three, and we got Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, I've got a 3-hour workshop, 2 to 3 hour workshop. It's going to be interactive. I'm going to be doing Q&A sessions, helping you overcome the barrier that you're at right now. What's holding you back? What's holding you back from that next level of greatness that you're so capable of? What is in the way? So that's coming on Saturday. So much more. I'm going to be going over the three, in my opinion, from what I've studied, three key characteristics that distinguish those that are successful and those that aren't. And when you hear these, I'm telling you, it'll blow you away. If it resonates with you, it'll blow you away. And it's not my opinion. These are facts that I'm going to share with you that I've studied on over the last decades. So these three, and they really came together these last 3 months here as I've been studying since the first of the year. So that's going to be on Saturday. And I'm telling you, this stuff that I'm sharing with you all week long, and then on Saturday especially, is what helped transform my entire life. And so many people that I've been able to have an impact on, so many of my students and people that I worked with on my teams with over the last several decades in internationally, 6 different countries, and was able to help them earn millions of dollars. Not everybody, you still got to do the work. But what I'm going to share with you is a blueprint on what it takes to take your work and not just spin your wheels, but to actually move the needle and move in the direction that you want to go to have the ultimate success that you're looking for. Success is different for everybody. The success that I'm talking about here in this class is monetary success, impact success, passing on the knowledge and the wisdom that you'll be able to acquire and accumulate as you go through the trainings all week long. Okay, so today we're going to talk about doing, learning, and then fixing and refining. And you can also do it learning, then doing, and then fixing and refining. So one of the things that helped me really go to another level was using the support system that was around me. And the support systems are different for everybody. Some of you have replicating websites. Some of you have webinars on a weekly basis. Some of you have webinars multiple times a week. And whatever that support system looks like, what I did and what really helped me is because I was lacking in experience, I remember something Jim Rohn taught me, another thing Jim Rohn taught me. He said, you make up in numbers what you lack in talent and experience. And I didn't have any talent or experience because I was new. So I to make up in numbers, that was a lot of work. I did that, but also I started modeling other people, successful people that I came in contact with. When I went to a corporate event, whether physically or on a conference call, I sought out those people and asked them questions. Today, you have a lot of virtual events, and now people are getting back to the in-person, face-to-face events. So that's been going on for almost a year now. So you're able to connect with people that are successful. And here's what I went to do. I went to learn. I went to find out what they were doing in the areas that they were working that was working for them, getting them results so that it would compress the time. So whatever was working for them, I tried it. Didn't mean it was going to work for me, But I tried it. My mental attitude was, if it works for them, I can learn it, then I can start doing it, and if I fix it and refine it along the way, it'll get better and better and better and better. And that's what I did. And month to month, my numbers started getting better and better. And when I say numbers, I'm talking about percentage-wise. I was getting more people to show up at my business opportunity presentations. I was getting more people to show up on my conference calls. I was getting more people to sign up from the people that showed up. Then I was getting more sales from the customers I talked to. That started getting better. So I learned what to do. Then I actually started doing it. And if it didn't work right away, which I didn't plan on it, sometimes it did, but most of the time it didn't, I fixed it and refined it. I tweaked it and I changed it. And then I got the formula that was working, and that got me the best results. So using the company support system, whatever that looks like for you, not just the corporate support system that they offer with the websites and the videos, but also with your peers and what people that are earning more than you, maybe your upline, your crossline, somebody that you meet that is already where you want to be. So if they're a regional vice president or whatever they call them, supervisor or diamond member or emerald, whatever that level of success is, that's what I sought at. I sought out those people, and if they were willing, I asked them a couple of questions on what they were doing, what was their number one or number two things that distinguished them, that really catapulted their business. And I started doing it. Now, duplication is what the network marketing industry is all about. Duplication is what the direct sales industry is all about. Just, duplicating yourself into other people, having that impact. So if you can use the company support system to model what's already working, duplication, what has worked and what is working now, makes it so much easier than going through the school of hard knocks. If you stick with it, you'll figure it out yourself. But it's really painful, it's expensive, it's time consuming, and it takes a long time. So if you can learn from other people, that's, in my opinion, that's where it's going to compress time for you. And they're all around you. Those people are around you. You can find them all on social media and just reach out to them and start developing up a relationship. Now, this can really happen or really help you tremendously in gaining confidence with what you have, prospecting, the use of messaging. What kind of messages are you sending? And what I mean by that is what invitation message is working for somebody. So here I'm in Detroit, Michigan, and somebody in Albuquerque, New Mexico might be using a message that is getting more people to show up for their Tuesday night live corporate sponsored webinar, to invite them to see the business opportunity. Find out what that message is. So you have invitation messages, invitation to look, listen and decide. You also have the reminder messaging. What reminder message is working the best? So my presentation, as an example, is on Tuesday night at 7:45. On Saturday, over the weekend, I invited them, so I have the right invitation message, and they accepted the invitation, and they're booked for the call. I got them written down. Now I want to send out a reminder message. So on Tuesday morning before noon, I want to send them a reminder. Hey, listen, don't forget, 7:45 tonight, we got that conference call. Here's the link in case you misplaced it. So I'm going to do a reminder call or message. I'm doing a reminder message. Okay, and then you have the follow-up message. After the event, there's a follow-up. Are you using the right things? Are you even doing that process of those strategies? Invitation, reminder, and then the follow-up. If you're not doing the reminder call, the percentage of people that you invite to be on the call as your guest drops dramatically. So adding a reminder call in there before noon on the day of the event increases it dramatically. So if you're not using one, that idea alone could increase your numbers drastically. So that's exciting. And then you have the follow-up. There's a reason people say follow-up is where the fortune is, because it is. One of the business runs that I had in the network marketing industry, my sponsor, the guy that ended up being my sponsor in the second company that I was with, he called me 10 months in a row. Called me 10 months in a row, and I blew him off for 9 months. The 10th month, is when he said something that resonated with me, and the timing was right where I was at, where I said, okay, I'll look, I'll listen, I'll try the product, and I'll decide. And over the next 22 months, we made history, got to 127,000 a month in 22 months. So that was a tremendous, follow-up where the fortune is, testimonial and validation that that actually works. But having the right messaging, it took him 9 tries to finally get the 10th message right where it resonated with me. So you don't want to give up. You want to keep on your people as long as they. Is one of the things I taught my door-to-door sales team when I was building a door-to-door sales team, the largest producing door-to-door sales team in the country. I said, as long as the door stays open, keep talking. As long as the door stays open, keep talking. So I never told the guy, don't call me back anymore. I just said, no, I'm not interested right now. Timing's not right. And the next month he called me back again. No, I'm not interested right now. Congratulations, great. And he was making big money. I think that by the 4th or 5th month, he was already making $50,000 a month. And I kept saying no, kept saying no, because the timing wasn't right for me. So is your messaging right? Then you have email messaging. You have social media messaging with a direct message. What is your message? Is it getting the response that you want? Is it getting the percentages you want? If not, set up a strategy call with me and let's talk about that. But definitely make it to Saturday's meeting. Saturday's free event, 12 noon Eastern time, where the Zoom link is right below in the string here in this Facebook group. Spread the word. Send it to some of your downline, your crossline, anybody that you want to that's in the direct sales industry. This is going to be a powerful event on Saturday. It will blow you away. And if you're tied up, you already have other plans. If you can't change them, I would recommend you be there live. But if you can't, we're going to record it. So I'll send it out to everybody that registers. So definitely register and get that recording. So you've heard Jim Rohn talk about, and Tony Robbins talk about, repetition is the mother of skill. And that leads to the repetition equals mastery through testing, fixing, and refining. But you must do it. Like I said earlier, learning, doing, and then fixing and refining. If you're not continually fixing and refining until you find that magic message, you're not getting the best results that you possibly could. You're not putting the advantages in your corner that you possibly could. So that's the key, in my opinion, one of the keys is continuing fixing and refining until you get that magic. I did this when I was building that door-to-door sales team, where I had 7 guys making $100,000 a year or more and knocking on doors selling cable TV. The script that we ended up with, that we exploded the whole thing with, we got that script. It was developed by two of my trainees that I taught, and it took us about a year and a half of fixing and refining to find the right script. And we called it $2 million. I call it the $2 million script because once we got it figured out, I ended up making $2 million off of that one script because our percentages, our closing ratio went to 50%. Half the people we talked to switched their cable company over to the one we were offering. So keep fixing and refining until you find the one that is just rocking and rolling for you. So remember, here's something that we'll close it up with this, is you're in the relationship business, not in the transactional business. You don't want a one-time slam bam, thank you ma'am sale. You're building relationships. Like the guy that called me 10 months in a row, building a relationship with me until I finally said yes. He was not my upline in any other business. I met him in another company, but I never worked with him before. But he kept calling, building that relationship for 10 months. So referral business, repeat business is called free business. And if you're not building a relationship with your clientele, your prospects, your customers, and your distributors, then it's almost like you're in a transactional business, and they feel it. They can feel the relationship that you're dealing with them on. They want a relationship feeling. They want to feel like they're wanted. They want to feel like friends, and certainly being friendly. They don't want a transactional sponsor. They want a relationship sponsor. I'm still close friends, one of my best friends with that gentleman, 30 years ago that recruited me, and we ended up making millions of dollars. So you remember, you're in the relationship business, and by getting the right message, you can develop up tremendous relationships. All right? hopefully this was really good for you guys to resonate with you. These are things, again, that changed my life forever. From flipping hamburgers at Big Boys to earning millions and having a tremendous impact on the world in multiple countries by getting these points down and really metabolizing them and getting them into my daily method of operation and making it work. So that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at 12 noon Eastern time with another message leading up to Saturday's big day with the workshop. Spread the word. Look forward to seeing you guys each day, and then, of course, on Saturday on the Zoom call. Have a great day, everybody. Bye now.